Home, Taylorville's only locally owned and operated funeral home, honoring lives and celebrating memories. Find out about all the services they provide at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome in to WTIM, your information station. This is the WTIM Morning Show. I'm your host, Tim Zalaback. Before we get going with this great conversation, let's thank the sponsors that make it all possible. People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. In my studio now is Matt Hart, the Executive Director of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. How are you today, Mr. Matt Hart?
I am great, Tim. Thanks so much for having me on. Great to be with you on Lincoln's birthday. We're celebrating Lincoln's birthday, who has great ties to Christian County and to Taylorville.
Without a doubt. It feels even more special for Abraham Lincoln's birthday being in Christian County. Super fun to recognize that day. But I feel like last time you were in here, we were talking about the Business Incentives Workshop. Funny thing about that day, I think it was that exact day when you had the workshop. We talked all about it. I actually went out there to visit. Seemed like you had a great turnout. Talk to me a little bit about this.
We did. You know, this is the first time we've done anything like this. And thanks again, Tim and WTIM, for coming out to cover that event. But yes, we've got these incentives out there for businesses, and they can be very, very helpful in new business construction, remodeling your business. And there's three big ones out there, but we want to educate as many people as we can about these three business incentives that we have in Christian County, in Taylorville, and in Pana. And so we held this. I was actually having a conversation with Linda Alla from the Taylorville Chamber of Commerce about 2 months ago, and we said, let's co-host an event and just invite people to come in. We'll give them a free lunch and teach people more about these incentives. And our goal, and I literally said this at the meeting, was our goal is obviously to educate the people in the room, but then it's our hope that those people in the room will go out, and when they're at the basketball game, when they're at a baseball game, when they're at church, when they're at, Kiwanis, they talk to someone and go, you know what? We learned about the TIF district. We learned about the enterprise zone. We learned about the business development district. And these great incentives are out there. And so the more people that know about these incentives, the more people we can take advantage of those incentives, and we can build and remodel and continue to build this great county and the businesses here.
It's just so awesome. And that spread of knowledge, it can really happen fast there. And you said some great examples right there. You got the meeting kicked off with a wonderful video presentation of just the city of Taylorville. Talk to me a little bit about that. How'd you get that? The drone shots also.
Yeah, and that's part of the small town Taylorville helped produce that for us, along with help from the city of Taylorville. And that video is going to be incorporated into our new website. And hopefully when I'm on with you next month, Tim will be able to announce that website. We're almost there, not quite there yet, but part of that is going to be used in the website. But it is, that's how people communicate today, right? It's not necessarily just newspapers or pamphlets or even just, static websites. We've got an old static website, but you've got to have video. You've got to have stories. And I think what kind of one of the things I'm most excited about and proud about this video is we've got two local businesses who are telling their story. I won't fully disclose everything in there, but when this video comes out and when our new website's up, folks are really going to be impressed. And but our hope is that the people here that have businesses in Christian County will be proud that they're here, and the businesses and the people that are not here yet, when they see that video, when they see our new website, that's going to make them want to bring their business here.
That's really awesome. And it's really good to hear, because when you're speaking on evolution and you're trying to advance things forward, kind of starts with your website. A lot of corporations and organizations out there kind of forget about their online presence. Yeah. It seems like you're excited to get that website up and running there.
Absolutely. We know the average American spending 52 minutes a day on social media, places like Facebook. We want the Christian County and the Christian County Economic Development Corporation to be there, so that when people are scrolling through, they see that. Or when someone's here for a basketball game from out of town and they're scrolling on their phone, and suddenly they see this might be a great place to move their business or locate their business or start a new business. So we've got to constantly be communicating to folks that we are a great place to work. We're a great place to raise a family. We've got an incredible work ethic here. I think that's one thing that sets Christian County apart from a lot of other places is the people in Christian County are just hardworking people. And we've got a prospective business that we're working on right now. I can't disclose more details about it, but one of the things that is attractive to them is knowing that there is a great workforce in Taylorville and Christian County. That is important it's the number one issue, Tim. When I talk to businesses right now, I said, what's your number one issue? It's workforce. we've got a great workforce in Taylorville and Christian County and Payne and Assumption, Edinburgh and Morrisonville. We've got great people who want to work, and they want to work hard. They want an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. Don't necessarily sometimes need a college education. This is a great place to work. It's a great place to live. It's a great place to build a family. And we're connecting those businesses, prospective businesses, and letting them know we've got great people here.
Very interesting to hear that a driving factor of businesses looking to move in is that quality of labor. In Christian County, you're going to find a pretty good standard of that labor right there. So that's really awesome. We're talking right now with Matt Hart, the executive director of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation, talking a little bit about the business incentives recap that happened a couple weeks back. Great turnout. Lunch was great. It was an awesome day there. Are you looking to have more of these?
We are. So we already know, and the firm that we use that came in there, Nick Nelson, came down from Peoria, and he is with Jacob and Klein, which is the firm that handles all these business incentives for the county and for the city of Taylorville. But they brought down one of their attorneys, and they came down free of charge. So you're getting some free legal advice, but not only free legal advice, but advice specific to the tax increment financing district tool, the enterprise zone tool, the business development district tool. And so if you got particular questions, we were able to get those answered, right there. And Nick is of course available as well. But it was such a huge success. We didn't know if we'd have 5 people or 10 people. We had 33 people register for this event. We had about 30 people there in the room. That's 30 more people who now know about our business development district, our tax increment financing district, our enterprise zone. And these are really, these are big tools, Tim. And the quick example I always like to use is if you're building a $200,000 home or $200,000 business, your building material typically is about half that. It's about $100,000 in building material. The enterprise zone incentive alone will save you the sales tax on that. That's about $7,000, $8,000 that you're saving. And this is the state wants you to do that. The state has set up these enterprise zones. They've set up these incentives so you are incentivized to build, to remodel. And it's a tool that we've got here. We want more people to know that we've got it here. We're actually in the process of expanding the enterprise zone as well. But these are real dollars that are saving people real money. It's being used. If you see some of the developments going on in Christian County right now, those folks are taking advantage of these incentives. And we've got more folks that are going to be taking advantage of these in 2024.
Just amazing. I love the way you set that all up with the $200,000, project that you're setting out to do. And the enterprise zone, that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to incentives. That's just an easy one that you threw out right there. Nick Nelson, you mentioned that. Probably really great to have him on hand. That lawyer speak, he can turn it into regular human speak right there. So talking a little bit about just recapping the business incentives workshop. Anything more for that, or any dates in the future that are any of those set yet?
Yeah, we haven't set the date, but we know this summer we'll bring folks in. We want to get it in case someone still wants to get some projects done. Of course, a lot of projects are weather related. So if someone's thinking about, breaking ground in the spring or the summer, we want to make sure that they know that these opportunities exist, that these incentives exist. The city of Taylorville administers the enterprise zone. They administer the business development district. They administer the TIF. And so, but if you're thinking at all about building, if you've got questions, and you can't wait for that next workshop that's going to be coming, go ahead and get a hold of me. Our phone number is 217-565-2280. And we'll walk you through the process, and our attorneys from Jacob Klein will be happy to help you out as well.
Awesome. Yeah, you don't need to attend the business incentives workshop to become aware of all these great incentives, and they can give you a call if they need to, if they're in a bind. That's really awesome. Business incentives workshops seem to have gone off great. They're looking to hold more in the summer. I had a pretty good opportune time there. Let's move on. We have a couple more minutes in our first segment here. Talk a little bit about the Taylorville Commercial and Industrial Park out there. How are operations being handled out there?
Well, I tell you what, Tim, we are really excited about this property. And again, if folks are not familiar with this is the Taylorville Commercial Industrial Park. It's a new industrial park on the north side of Taylorville. It's on Route 29 between Walmart and the Dodge dealership, the Trinity Dodge there. And it's 46 acres. 46 acres there. It's on Route 29, direct truck access. All the utilities are already in there. This is a place that you've got 14,000 vehicles a day that pass there. And 2 of these lots, there's 17 lots total. 2 of the lots have direct frontage onto Route 29. Who wouldn't want to have the ability to have your business in front of 14,000 vehicles every single day? So, but yeah, we got some several people that are looking at this. We've got a couple of lots that have been sold. We've got a couple of new prospects that are looking at that. So if you're interested at all about being in that industrial park, please reach out to us. Again, our phone's 217-565-2280, and we'll be happy to get you the information, those 17 lots, and we can take those lots and combine them. Whether you need an acre or whether you need 15 or 20 or 30 acres, we can put it together. The street's already in place. The sidewalks are in place. The utilities are in place. And we hate to use the term shovel ready, but I can tell you this one is shovel ready. These lots are ready to move dirt and ready to bring your business to Taylorville and Christian County.
Really awesome to hear the gears starting to work over there, because you mention it all the time that the heavy lifting's been done, all of the underground work. And I know nothing about construction and that development, but I would be very happy to know that all the underground stuff is taken care of.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, Tim, the other thing too, kind of tying back in our last segment, this Taylorville Commercial Industrial Park is, we call it the big three. It's got all three of those incentives that we talked about. It's in the enterprise zone. It's in the TIF district. It's in the business development district. So there's a chance we're going to be able to get at least one, if not two, and maybe even three different incentives. We have one person that looked at this property, looked at a property last year. They're still looking at it. We just did some quick math. And if they move their building out there, they're looking at saving, we estimated we could probably save them $300,000 to $400,000. These are real dollars. These are real dollars because you're in an area that's got three different incentives in there. So yeah, if you're thinking about building, if you're thinking about moving your business to Taylorville and Christian County, give us a call, 217-565-2280. We'll get you connected with that industrial park. And again, it's ready to go. The sidewalks are there. The utilities are there. It's ready for your business.
Those are real dollars, like you said right there. That's enough to change the course of an organization, expand and grow, and really help Christian County. This has been awesome. We're going to take our short little break right now. It's been a great conversation so far with Matt Hart, the Executive Director of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. When we come back, we'll look into 2024. We're in 2024, but look into some of the goals here expected here from the CCEDC. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
Hi, this is McKenna Duggar with People's Bank and Trust, and I'm here to share information about our Save by Spending Roundup program, where we round up your debit card purchase to the next dollar and put that change in your savings account. It's as easy as shop, enjoy, and save. Start saving for the things you really want with our Save by Spending Roundup program. Call 888-PBT-1954 and learn more about our Save by Spending Roundup program. At People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let me be your path to better hearing this winter. I'm Crystal Baker, owner of Specialized Hearing Solutions in Taylorville and Shelbyville. Let my 15 years of health and hearing care experience be that path to hearing better, offering hearing aids at very competitive prices, plus the highest level of personal service. With offices in Taylorville and Shelbyville, we're not far from you. It starts with an appointment. Call me at 824-0411. That's 824-0411. Specialized Hearing Solutions. Familiar challenges, specialized solutions.
If we had a nickel for every system Jansen's Heating and Air has installed, serviced, or repaired, we'd have a cool chunk of change.
Right now, Jansen's can save you $37,340 nickels on a new, complete, deluxe furnace and air conditioner.
That adds up to a $1,867 discount.
Buy the AC at our regular price and get a brand new high-efficiency furnace for just $2,009.
Thanks to Troy Jansen's ninja-like negotiating skills, we secured a shipment of 80 deluxe comfort systems for a drastically reduced price.
And when we pay less, you pay less.
These aren't refurbs or scratch and dents.
They're fresh from the factory and fully warranted.
A bunch have been sold so far.
We will sell out.
Don't wait, because when we sell out, this offer is as useless as a wooden nickel.
Save a cool chunk of change on a deluxe furnace and air conditioning system while they last from Jansen's Heating and Air.
Call 562-5201.
JansensHeating.com.
Hi everyone, Brandon Bible here, your local country financial representative at 1305 West Dresser in Taylorville. Myself, along with my wife Samantha and our assistant Nicole Patrick, are proud to recognize the Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of WTIM Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game during Tornado sports broadcast this school year. WTIM announcers will select a player at the end of each game who will receive a certificate for being named our player of the game. Good luck to all teams this season and go Tornadoes!
Here's Dr. Pavi Gill from Springfield Clinic, Taylorville.
Lifestyle medicine is about motivating you to improve your quality of life by changing habits and behaviors.
Find out more by clicking Dr. Gill's icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Your Christian County Health Department has both COVID and flu vaccines available, with both high-dose and regular dose flu vaccines in stock. Call them. Make your appointment now. Get their number and more info by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to WTIM, your information station. We are in the midst of the WTIM morning show. I'm your host, Tim Zalaback. Thanks so much to the sponsors that make the program possible. People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. We're talking with Matt Hart, the executive director of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. That first half, we recapped the business incentives workshop. Seemed to be a huge success there. Talked a little bit more about the incentives here in Christian County, the Enterprise Zone, TIF District, Business Development District, all of those great incentives there. And you can learn more at the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. With you, Mr. Matt Hart, you want to lay out any information or places people can go?
Absolutely. So they can always call us or even text us. You can call us or text us at 217-565-2280. You can email me at edcchristiancounty@gmail.com. You can go to our website. We're getting ready to redevelopment, but we still got our old website up, which is just at christiancountyedc.com, and all of our contact information about the business incentives that we talked about, Tim. They're at christiancountyedc.com. Also, follow us on Facebook. We're out there on Facebook. Just search for the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. Look for our red and blue logo, and follow us or like us on there, because we're putting out information on our Facebook page as well.
Beautiful. Thank you for all that information right there. And that's where you can go. Follow them on Facebook and all those great. I saw that the text feature right there was interesting to me. Is that an automated thing, or am I going to be texting a real person?
Oh, no, you're going to be texting me. It's coming right to my phone. It's coming right to me. So yeah, and we've gotten some folks who have reached out, asking about different business, some of the business incentives or some of the things going on in Christian County. So yeah, call us or text us. Again, it's 217-565-2280.
Love it. Thank you for that. Now we're going to talk about some goals looking into 2024, some goals and just what's happening here in Christian County and Taylorville, because a lot of dollars have been coming in. We've heard about grants. We've heard about all different types of redevelopments. Talk to me a little bit about the $5 million investment in the Taylorville Square. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited, Tim. I mean, that 2024 is going to be a great year for Christian County. In 2023 was a great year as well, but we just got more good news coming on the economic front. $5 million being invested in the Taylorville Square, and that's between the state of Illinois and the city of Taylorville, the Business Development District. So Taylorville's investing money, the state's investing money, and folks are going to see some major improvements going on around the square, including making it just look nicer, much more accessible, improvements to the sidewalks, improvements to the streets, improvements to the lighting. And for those people who are already making those investments with their small businesses around the square, this is just going to enhance that. And we already know we're drawing a lot of people to Taylorville Square. And this is just going to be one more way to really improve and really make Christian County and our county seat and our county courthouse and our square in Taylorville one of the best in the state.
I absolutely love it right there. You mentioned BDD working in with the grant coming in from Illinois as well. I know those business development dollars, I'm gonna botch it here, but that works in the BDD dollars works in for grant money for matching purposes.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, it can be matching or it can just be grants. If you've got a business that is in the business development district, and you can get the map of that on our website or the city of Taylorville's website. But if your property is in that business development district, all you have to do is apply to the city of Taylorville, and we have a committee that reviews those, and ultimately the city council approves those. And we have a lot of businesses, and it's a tool we have not only in Taylorville, Tim, we have that in Pana as well. Pana has a business district as well. Again, it's the same process. If you're in their business district, you can apply to the city of Pana and get some of that grant money. It is driven by sales tax revenue, but it is a great way to improve and invest in your business.
Awesome. And Mr. Matt Hart, we are already here in our last minute. Time flew by on us. There's many more things to talk about in terms of redevelopments happening. But any final words for our listeners?
Boy, Tim, it's going to be a great year, and I'm looking forward to coming back. Like we've got some great things teed up in Christian County, things that I can't talk about yet, but we know that are big. We know that are coming. But it's going to be a big year for 2024. And if anyone wants information about business, wants help growing their business in Christian County, give us a call, 565-2280.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to you being in this studio when you can announce those great things coming in 2024. Thanks for being here, Mr. Matt Hart.
Thanks, Tim.
Absolutely. That's Matt Hart, the Executive Director of the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much to our sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. You are listening to WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W2